heard women mention that, like when you were in your 30s, you should know who you are, but after you've been married for so long, you have to rediscover who you are.
Mhm.
I know you mentioned a little bit, but how did you do that? Because I've noticed a lot of women do struggle with that after a divorce, and they're trying to figure it out, like for real, like how who am I? Like, what exactly did you do other than just like dating yourself? What did that? If you can go to a little bit more detail about that, because there are some women that just they don't even know like where to get started.
Right. I first started by praying and asking the Lord, like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Because
Yeah.
you'll get lost in the loss of the divorce. And
Mm.
then you start to break down as I wasn't good enough. That's why this happened. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. Those thoughts constantly going in your head, then you start to believe it. So for me, I just started praying and asked the Lord, help me to navigate this new area of life because this is a new chapter. This is all new to me. So learning to sit with the Lord, asking what it is I'm supposed to do, that's helping to combat the depression, the anxiety, abandonment because you feel like somebody abandoned you. Like we had a goal, we had a deal. It's over. So now how do I set new goals for myself? And I'm very goal oriented anyways. So I had to sit and go back to who I was before. It was like you're time traveling back to who you were before. What did you like before? Because you set these things aside for the family.
Yeah.
And it was no, I always wanted to graduate college. So let me finish. I I had already had a undergrad by the time I went through the divorce. So I was like, you know what, let me just go to grad school. Let me focus on that because that's something that I wanted to do. So I went back to school. And in that, I was in grad school going through a divorce with a 8 and 9 year old. And looking back at, I don't know how that even happened. Like I know it was nobody but the Lord, but also self determination that I have to do this for my daughters. I have to show them no matter what happens, you are responsible for you. And at the end of the day, I'm going to leave here. I have to take accountability of my time while I am here. So getting out of that whole, woe is me, not saying that you should not grieve the divorce because that's a part of the healing process, but don't get stuck in it. Because when you get stuck in it, that's when you become complacent and you get comfortable. And for me, complacency and comfort is where you start to die. I refuse. I will keep moving regardless. Sitting with the Lord, being honest, doing honest assessments of who I am, where I want to go. Is this achievable? What part do I play in this? Setting out goals and mapping it out. How can I get to this next point? Because the divorce is something that happened, but I don't have to stay here in it where I can't move forward. I'm debilitated. I can't grow. My daughters are looking at me. So that's a big thing. And because we are talking about or talking to women, if you have other women in your life that are looking to you, you don't, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't grieve. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying, oh, no, you can't. You got to, no, take your time. Take your time. However, there is a point where you have to get up and start walking again before, and then even if you got to crawl and then you can walk and then you start running. So, whenever I talk to women who are going through divorce and I'm seeing what they're going through, I'm automatically going to start encouraging. Yep, I understand. You're doing a good job. I see you moving. If you need some encouragement, let me know. And I mean that. Let me know because we can get stuck in our heads and in our thoughts of we're not good enough. And I know I probably went all the way off of where we initially started, but I'm serious. Like you got to get up.
Yeah.